Hey everyone, Ryan Young, KAATARO Jiu-Jitsu. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. A gentleman had messaged me on my Instagram and said, I've been training BJJ off and on for the last 6 or 7 years. I got a late start in the gentle art, rhymes, and it can be very discouraging getting tapped out by others half my age. I struggle trying to keep motivated and even going to class. Anyways, I appreciate any books you can recommend. Doesn't have to be jiu-jitsu related. So I thought this is kind of a, I don't know, is the word poignant, topic to kind of talk about. Because, that's one thing we as adults, we struggle with. It's that we're used to being the person we were in our 20s, physically. Mentally, we're what we are in our 40s, 50s, or whatever you are. But we remember those days of yesteryear, those decades of yesteryear, like they were yesterday. One of the things that we struggle with is trying to make that transition and realizing that we cannot do what we used to be able to do. We always think to ourselves, well, we did it once, we can do it again. That's kind of true. So for instance, let's say you do something for the very first time and you're kind of afraid of it. But you do it. You do it the first time, and you come across it the second time and you're less afraid of it, even though it's something that could be potentially dangerous, but you're less afraid of it because you did it once and you did it successfully. So you do it again, you do it again, you do it next time. Here we are, and next thing we know, we're 100 times later and it's nothing to you. You've already moved on to other more maybe complicated, more dangerous, more treacherous things, I don't know, whatever. But when decades go by and you remember that you used to do something really easily when you're in your 20s, now when you're in your 40s, it's not so much anymore. You see that you're training with some people and you look at them and you go, man, you look at it from your 20-something-year-old eyes, you go, man, I can smash that guy. I should be able to, it's not a problem. Until you get on the mat, the guy grabs you and you're going, oh my God, why can't I keep up? Why can't my body do what my brain is telling me to do? My brain sees it, but my body reacts really late, or my body doesn't react at all. That's the problem. They say youth is wasted on the young, which is true. It is, really. Imagine if, and I kind of look at it, I kind of was telling somebody, I go, this is God's cruel joke on us. Cruel joke on us, in that when we're young, we're dumb, or we have no wisdom or knowledge even. We're older, we have the wisdom, we have the knowledge, and we're smarter, but yet we don't have the body to be able to do what we've always wanted to do. And that's what I think this particular gentleman is going through right now in trying to reconcile the fact that he wants to train jiu-jitsu. He loves it, but he's training with people who are half his age that are just running roughshod all over him. So he wanted some books that I could recommend to help him be motivated and stay motivated. I had to really think about it. There were some, all I did was I recommended books that I read. I think Law of Success is what I recommended to him, which I also did a video on that book, actually. That was really good. Believe it or not, the Bible. I've been able to, a lot of people, I'm Bible thumper. No, I'm not. I've read it a few times. I listen to it. I don't read very well, but I listen pretty well. And it was very late in life that I actually went through the Bible. It was when I realized, shoot, I can get on Audible and I can just walk my dog while I listen to it. So I was able to read the New Testament like 3 times, and just kind of gives me an idea of how I need to try to carry myself, and how to act towards others and all that. And one of the things is that it helps me act how I act toward myself. I have to forgive myself for not being what I expect myself to be sometimes. On the other hand, I am realistic in my goals. I look for things that I can realistically achieve that will still make me stretch a little bit. Something that is, can I really do that? Well, let's try. And it may not be something that, it probably isn't something that's really strongly physical like I used to do when I was younger. And I know what I can do, what I cannot do. And there's that song, that country song, I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. Right? And that makes a lot of sense, because I could probably do what I used to be able to do once. If I try again, I'll probably hurt something. Or I might even hurt something trying that once, but I will get it done, right? So to be motivated in that type of situation, you just have to realize you have to have a different set of expectations for yourself today than you did before. Think of your expectations as bigger. So I'll give you an example. When my expectations were to learn the art and to get really good at the art, there's physical and there's mental. You have to be able to meld two together. Right? You have to learn the concept, internalize the concept, and then execute the concept and try to execute it flawlessly. So that's one part. Now, as I'm older, my body could execute it flawlessly at some point, and now it's less so. Maybe it's not as agile, I'm not able to stretch as well. I'm not strong. I'm not as fast. But now I look towards something else. I know how it is done. I can't do it as well as I used to, but I know how to teach it to somebody. That to me is a bigger goal, because I'm not only teaching myself now, I'm teaching others. And if I can multiply my efforts among other people, to me that's a more worthy goal than for me being able to keep up with the younger, bigger, faster, stronger guys today at age 50, almost 54, that I used to even 8-10 years ago. So what I did is I modified my goals. It's still jiu-jitsu, and I still get to enjoy jiu-jitsu training. I'm on the mat almost every day, but I have to set my expectations differently. Is my expectation to tap everybody out? Not anymore. It'd be fun, I'd love to, but somebody who's got a lot more horsepower and stamina and strength, it'll be hard to do. I mean, I do know how to protect myself. I do know how to last pretty long on the mat without getting tapped. And if I can do that, and if I can outlast my opponent, then yes, I'll do it. But once. Remember that whole saying, right? I'll get it done once. And then after that, I'm done. All right, guys, I'm just going to hang out over here and let me answer any questions if you have any. Otherwise, I'm done training for today. To me, that's a good day. And this gentleman might want to consider thinking that way so that he doesn't become demoralized and unmotivated to train. Because the enjoyment for me is getting that quick training in and achieving a quick goal, and then just hanging out with the guys and gals, actually. And that's what I enjoy so much about jiu-jitsu. And to think that the people in our academy today that are achieving what they're achieving is partly due to what knowledge I'm able to impart to them, or a way that I can motivate them to continue to strive for a higher goal than they reached today. So, sir, try to change your perspective, change your frame of reference as to what would be a success, and go from there. Anyway, I hope you can come out to visit us at one of our campuses. We have Dallas-Fort Worth, or Flower Mound, that's where I am. We have Irvine, California, and that's where Dave Kama is. And we have our Austin studio where Ken Da Silva is. So come and visit us, or come see us online at kamajujitsuonline.com. Sign up for a free 3-day trial and see what it's all about. I guarantee you it'll be worth your time. Anyway, that's all I got for you tonight. Take care and happy training. Bye now.